This is John Mew from Game Face Studios LLC, and I'm hoping that you can hear me. But I know that I have not been making podcasts for quite some time, largely because of not necessarily like money problems for saying. It's just that I've given up on politics because of the 2020 election scam and that, but since that Trump got reelected, I would like to get back in the Democrats because it's given me hope that our country is going in the right direction, no matter how people think of me. It doesn't matter what people think of me. That everything that I've said, everything that I'm whenever I made those speeches and in all the podcasts for more than 2 years was not to hurt anybody. It's try to help people realize that this country, the country is it's sort of like I made this analogy earlier. You cannot make an omelet without cracking some eggs. And then beat those eggs in a bowl. And then mince and cut up the, all the things that you need in it. Whether or not you want to saute the peppers and then put the sauteed peppers in it or not, whatever ingredients it is, that you can't do that without cracking some eggs, beating them together, and roast it on the oven, cook it, and put all the ingredients together. And it has to be a balance because you can't be. It has to be centered, and you cannot have too much in it. Otherwise, the omelet would break, and it won't be any good. And it'll be very messy, and it'll be, not edible. It'll be edible, but it'll be very messy. And sometimes people get burnt by the oven, and we both know that we don't want that to happen. And then what you do is you put some Neosporin on that bone. But the point being is that the real ad was not overnight. I've been doing move jobs for the last, I like to say, 11 years. And I noticed the homeless across the country is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And whether it is or isn't discrimination, immigrants or whatnot, we're going through it. Don't matter who's to blame, we're going through it. We're going through it. Which side do you want to be on? The side that's helping things get better, or the side that's ridiculing the person that's trying to make it better by making insultful comments? For example, Elon Musk is being ridiculed because he's taking out the trash. He's taking out the ghost employees. And I just seen an article saying that this guy is like saying, oh, why are you so obsessed with ghost employees? Oh, why don't you look at it this way then? You have a business, don't you? Would you want your employees to come to work? The last 11 years, I've been working with somebody that still considers me an employee because that I fight for what I feel that's right. You know, I'm not giving out any names, but that's not the point. It happened. And that, I mean, honestly, you pay somebody to go to work. Heck, name one person, name one president that ever condoned gay marriage in the first place. Name one president that condoned and tried to spread transgender, making it okay to think that you're a female trapped in a man's body or a male trapped in a woman's body. And I've actually seen the state address, and I was so stunned and shocked on how little I really know about Trump if I just go by what is said in the news. Little. Very little. And I was so stunned. I was so embarrassed to be American because all we're doing is ridiculing people that is wanting to help. That is wanting to make things better. We're not helping. How many people, no, how many veterans that fought and died for this country? I know. I didn't serve. Your point? It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that that whenever I see somebody in that needs help, I don't help them. Your point? Honest. Doesn't mean I'm less of a man. Doesn't mean I'm less of a American citizen. But it's not about me. Just throwing that out there. That is the point. You keep on saying, oh, in order to be a respectful American citizen, you have to fight for this country. Even if it's going in the wrong direction, we're about to go in the right direction. Everybody knows it. The rest of the world know it. And by the way, all you haters out there, that the last 4 years, that like you hear that conflict as soon as Biden got in office, because if Trump got in office, that war never happened. Now would it? No, it won't. If Trump was in office, the war never would have happened. All those lives wouldn't have been lost. For what? Nothing. Nothing at all. And Trump has been in office for what? Going on 2 months now? And guess what? Ukraine and Russia is already patching shit up and trying to go for peace. Already. Not even a year. That conflict is solved. It wouldn't even happen if it wasn't for the fact that if Trump would have been in office the whole time, it wouldn't happen. Here I am, and that I'm at the verge of filing disability because of my condition, because of tendonitis. In the last 11 years, I've been doing what I can. I haven't been sitting on my ass complaining. I've been going out and doing work. Moon jobs, security jobs, holding a sign in a fucking weather. holding a damn sun whether it's shiny or snow on the ground. And whenever it got bad, I put my foot down. I got in a call, no matter what anybody said, I got in a call if it meant I was not going to get frostbite, or anybody else on my crew wouldn't have got frostbite. I've been a foreman for the last 5 years at least, and I'm being ridiculed because I tried to treat my employees good. Instead of just send them to the job, not knowing half of the stuff we need to know, and not even getting half of what we need. Not half. Not even half. I've been standing up for the people I work for, but I get ridiculed and talked down to because of how much money I lost him. You know, we all make mistakes, but the thing is that whenever you're trying to go and try to look at the bigger picture than your ego, you get ridiculed. For what? Why? This is our country. And around about 33,000 American citizens, American veterans, are homeless right now. I've been to a lot of jobs, and I've been to a lot of jobs in Nashville, and it started to look like how it was in the Great Depression. And then the thing is that that the stock market crashed to make the Great Depression. But now they're blaming on tariffs because that it's okay to go and pay all these great big tariffs to send our product to other countries that's costing us millions and millions and probably even billions, trillions of dollars. That's okay, but we cannot charge the rest of the world that because they're afraid that there might be a backlash. They're afraid that there might be a backlash of the countries retaliating. But get this. They really don't care. They knew what Trump was doing. And they applauded him. They accepted him. They want him in office. They want us to be have a backbone. Because that way they will know that we can stand on our own. We talk all this smack saying, oh, we're better, we're more free. We're better, we're more free than the rest of the countries. Look at this. There was like 77,000 homeless in America. 77,000 people. And then whenever you look up how many legal immigrants is homeless, they said, oh, we can't come up with a number for the legal immigrants. You know what? But you can come up with the number of how many American citizens are homeless. Now, can you? You just don't want to address the problem. Heck, who knows? I know I might be talking out of my butt now. Who knows? there might be not any homeless legal immigrants because we're so worried about upsetting their country. But the thing is that they're not upset about these tariffs. No, I'm fairly sure that they're not. I might be talking on my butt and I might be talking online, but the thing of the matter is, how many people out there is not doing the same thing? But it's okay. Oh, most people that I talk to don't want to talk about politics. You know, you can't talk about politics. You can't talk about religion. And you can't talk about sports. That was the other one I didn't think about. Sports without having exciting argument. But the problem is that whoever that hates America right now, that lives in America because of Trump's in office, maybe, just maybe, the illegal immigrant that all of a sudden needs to pay taxes. I think that gold card is a blessing because that green card didn't work. Did the green card keep us out of debt or put us more in debt? Ask yourself that before you go and say, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Blah, blah, blah. Transgender sex changes, they'll actually spelling it out why, if you're listening. Why have a sex change? Why disgrace your body? Period. God made you that way. You ought to feel that you're good enough for your body. It's not like there's certain things about my anatomy that I don't like, but you know what? I'm dealing with it. It's not like I'm going to be having a doctor snip it off. I'm comfortable with myself. Can anybody say the same thing? I mean, come on. You know, we ought to be looking after ourselves. And yeah, is it scary what needs to be done? Yeah, it's kind of scary. But I know it needs to be done. And I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of the solution, not the part of the problem. Everybody wants to sit there and go, oh, I don't want to talk about politics, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about politics. Dude, I'm just saying, if you don't like America and you don't like our freedoms and you want to come in here and just mooch off of us, just get out. That was the whole point of the gold card. Gold card was make you pay higher taxes. Oh, guess what? American citizens everywhere pay high taxes. Insanely high taxes. Just so you could go and have a little comfortable life on us. You know, I haven't been able to get a W-2 job for a while. Just because of certain things that I can get expunged, but it takes money to get it expunged, then I'm stuck. And also, I can't stand in the same place for hours. I got tendonitis throughout my whole body. I can't stand for hours and keep a good, fast pace. I would like to, and I have tried, and I have failed. But guess what? I go out and I push myself to the limit every chance I get. Why? to make a living. Because I'm not a legal immigrant, and I really would have to pay taxes. But the Gold Card makes you pay very high taxes, where you can't afford to do what you want to do. Besides, y'all live together in the same household anyways, so why would it matter? What, you want American citizens to go and live together? And like 5 people in a house just because that's the only way to make it? Does anybody ever think about that? Does anybody ever think about that everything that the Democrat Party have done has just been doing nothing but harm to this country? After the first Trump administration, that this country was in the best shape, even after everything that went on. We got the COVID, we got the separation, we got the mask mandate, we got that Black Lives Matter stuff. Besides, everybody matters. I went to college and at the Old Institute of Tennessee and got jumped by 5 black people. Nobody gave a damn about that, now did they? I could have been beaten to death, but I had to stand my ground and tell them no. They're not going to do that to me. But does it mean that I go and I hate African Americans just because of that? No, I give everybody a chance till they piss me off. I mean, honestly. And then that there was a friend of mine that was in the same college, and he got robbed. There was another friend of mine. I don't think that he's friends with me anymore because of my views, or some of my views, is a little too dark for some people's taste. But he told me that he was being jumped all the time in Bowling Green, Kentucky, from black people. Nobody gave a shit about him either. Because it's not popular now. I mean, when I was a kid, it was popular to be racist against blacks. Now it's the opposite. And before you know it, it's popular to be racist against everybody because of equality. All views is just so bad. Before you know it, we're just going to go straight into slavery. It's already getting there. The sign ravels. And I'm not saying who. And I'm not throwing anybody under buses. So don't even think about it. Don't even think about you be like, oh, we're going to silence this fool because he's talking out his ass. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. No. That's not the point. It's happening. We'll head in that direction. Of people getting paid to go out there and hold a stupid sign. But, they don't want to look bad. They don't want to look bad. They didn't want my wife to be out there 1 minute holding a sign in a wheelchair. A wheelchair. But then all of a sudden one day, it was okay. But we couldn't ratchet strap the sign to a pole. And then the funny thing is, I was holding signs in front of the business. There was at least 3 to 4 or 5 businesses that came out and said, no, I want you to go somewhere else. I want you to work somewhere else. But like, I'm trying to make a living. I'm trying to make an honest living. We don't care. We don't want you out here. So we're going to dictate how we walk and where we walk and what fashion we walk. Right? Is that the American way? The thing is that you Americans only the Americans nowadays that bitch about Trump like he's doing something bad, trying to save this country, is the problem. We need to have a solution, not the problem. The solution is acting like we realize that this country needs to function to live and survive. And what about our kids? We're building and building and building and building this bright future, right? Why does it even matter if all we're doing is hurting people, not giving them chances? Saying, oh, you cannot help me prep for, these events because you don't have enough experience. How do you get experience without job experience? You can't get job experience without working at the job. Now, can you? No, you can't. And get torn away because, we'd only work with people with experience. Well, you can't get experience without getting experience. Now, can you? No, you can't. You know, the thing is that for one reason or another, every time I make these like podcasts, and now from now on, I'm going to make a video podcast. There's a lot of things that I need to talk about. That was one of my biggest problems because I stopped. Because I didn't think I was doing any good. At all. But now that there was no photo fraud this time, guess what? Guess what? He got 77 million votes. About 78. Roundabout. Estimate. So, guess what? We're going to get better. And you haters out there needs to just hate. Just hate. I don't care. You could just hate all you want. Hate. Because that's all you do is hate. If it don't, and the funny thing is that I watched the President Donald J. Trump's speech, and I was blown away on how thorough he was, on how much he done. Name one president that done as much. Franklin D. Roosevelt. But he did not do nearly as much as Trump. Not nil. Not half. But he done it in the ways that will help. And the ways that he thought that he knew that was going to help. And the ways that he knew that the only way that he could help. But people get scammed out of millions of dollars every year. But you know what? Nobody actually cares about that. going and buying a TV. I should have known better for the price tag. But you know what? No, I mean, I had there was this one bill that went up like, um, like, oh, can't remember which what it was. Google Fi got my bill to almost $500, and I contacted um the a consumer rights attorney. They said, "Oh, why don't you just go and send us a policy?" So I went and sent them a copy of the policy. Oh, we can't help. They put like almost $300 on unauthorized charges on my wife's phone. Oh, it's okay because I got Metro PCS, and so far so good. They haven't raised my prices up insanely, and it has been going on. I'm going on 2 months, but the point is, oh, it's okay for your business to rip off other people, but you cannot rip off a business. Now, am I right? You can't rip off a business, and if you have debt, they will go and hound you and call you and harass you and call your friend, call you anybody and everybody that your references. Call them every day, nonstop, everything. Oh, last time I checked, that's harassment, ain't it? Ain't it? Oh, but if it's but it's a business, no, it's okay because they're just collecting their debt. But if you keep on calling somebody, they tell you not to call, stop calling, not to call, stop calling. They could take you to court. They could give you harassment, and all those charges, right? But businesses, no, they can't do that. No, it's okay. It's okay for businesses to do that. No, is it? What is wrong with this picture? We got a rural country that thinks more about immigration and businesses than the people. Trump is trying his best to make this country great again. And all y'all doing is making it difficult. But name one president that says it's okay for gays to marry. You can't, can you? Because they don't exist. Somebody told me that Trump is racist. No, he's not racist. He proved yet again at his speech that he's not racist. There was that 13-year-old kid. I can't remember his name. He wants to be a cop. He's African American. Did he go and call him? Did he go and call him niggers, or did he say anything hateful towards them? No. No, he did not. I watched the live press that was not edited. It took about almost 2 hours. It was live stream. It was exactly how I felt like it should have been done from the beginning. And they done that because that way nobody will go and splice it up and make him look bad. And it was actually refreshing because I've been a Trump supporter since the beginning. Now, truthfully, just be honest, you know, I hope I don't offend you, Trump, but I didn't get good vibes with you in the beginning. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't get good vibes with you in the beginning because of that TV show, your famous lines that everybody knows. Your historic lines is "You're fired," and like "You're fired." Yeah, I understand, but the thing is, you tore my eye. Yeah, you made me into a believer after the first term of your office. Whenever I saw results and good results, that the country has never been better after after all that than before. Never been better. Never. I checked. And then Biden in 4 years fucked it all up. And I'm glad that Trump is out there fixing it. I want to run for politics now. I didn't want to. I just was giving up all hope of this country ever being good again. I gave up because there was no use. But now I see the light. I see the light now. I know that things are going to get better. And it's going to get better. Whether people want it to get better or not, it don't matter. It don't matter. Things are going to get better. It's going to be a bright light. Not just because there was literally a bright light behind me, but we're going to get better. And then there was some of the things that I cannot help but to notice that it was some of the things that I talked about in my podcast. And I want this country to get better. And I want to be a part of it. And he's gave everybody his cell phone number. Name one president that gave away his cell phone number. And please text me. I want to hear from you. How many? You know, sometimes I don't feel like a good man. Sometimes I feel like I'm just not enough. Of a person. But I have my reasons, and everybody has flaws. You know? As long as that we try our best to do better, we can. We can be better. Going around blaming people. And by the way, I checked out the requirements to run for office. I fit the criteria, unless I should be reading more. But the thing is that it doesn't. You don't need to be, like serve the country, in army, but it does help. I'm within age, and I've lived in this country for the required years, the 12 years. I lived here all my life. I've experienced a lot of hardship. Some because of my own doing. Others is because just trying to go and make sure that people get treated right, treated fairly. And the cost of everything going up only means that our system can and will break. But we have to stand together to fix it. It's like saying, people in a sinking ship. People in a sinking ship going and throwing people over the side of the ship. Throwing people over the side of the life raft just so they could get in. And if you have too many people slinging themselves in the life raft, what happens to the life raft? What happens to the life raft? It sinks. Then everybody drowns. Sometimes the person that is making sure that it don't sink had to shoot off a warning shot to make people know that they're serious. But anyways, this is John Mew from Game Face Studios, keeping it real, keeping it fresh, being yourself, loving others, and have a good night.